I don't know if you've seen that, but around 30 seconds, I've had to quickly jump on the Wi-Fi because I wasn't connected there. It's more like it, isn't it? That was more like it. 45 of you guys on, yeah, already. It's good to come on and suddenly have people waiting and ready to chat. I do love that about you guys and the Joe Journals community. Maybe I should start scheduling these things a little bit earlier. I forgot the day, to be honest. It was only during the game I thought I need to stick that on. Anyway, massive win. I'm going to go quiet because I'm walking past Joe Buck doing these videos. Don't want to spoil it for the Gazette. I'm heading down pitch side. Right. Massive, that one. That to me, like, it seems like a bad memory when you go back to the start of the season. If you think about the performances that they put in there. The last three, to beat Chelsea in the Cup and beat Arsenal, and then come to a place like this, it's been a happy hunting ground for Newcastle United, but the form that Forest are in, we only conceded 7 goals. You know, there's been a lot of talk. Some of it probably slightly silly, but you never know in football, I suppose. I know Eddie Howe was asked about Nottingham Forest potentially winning the league, according to Dom and Jordan, which is a bit little bit silly, like, but you know, these things do crop up when you have the total of what Leicester did a few years ago. However, Newcastle United came here, and you do wonder, are Newcastle United due one here? Because they've been so narrow and so tight, the games here at Forest, or be the other way around. We mentioned that in the videos last week with Newcastle United. Dish out what Forest are due, because realistically they're probably not going to finish as high up the division as people think and suggest. But Newcastle did it, and I thought that was probably, it's hard to watch from a neutral perspective. You know, as we do talk, I can't really talk from a neutral perspective because you guys know where my colours are nailed. It was easy, actually. It was relatively easy. If you'd looked at that as a neutral, you'd watch it and see Newcastle United dominated the first half, got caught with a daft set piece where they didn't really mark up when they probably should have. I mean, I'm sure Eddie Howe will probably explain a little bit of that in the post-match. He'd be disappointed with that goal, I would imagine. But Forest caught them, having been dominated possession. Newcastle didn't have a cutting edge. And the cutting edge came about in the second half when Newcastle got that goal from a set piece. Stop the count, set piece. Goal for Newcastle United. When they got that, it almost made Forest then have to come out a little bit more. Being the home team, wanting to get on the front foot and win the game for themselves, and the start of the season they've had, they're now to lose. As Enzo Maresca so quite rightly put it, I don't know if he was the first to mention this, but you play a basketball game against Newcastle United and you're probably going to lose, because what they really love doing is hitting teams on the break, whether that be Joe Willock, who had a mixed bag the day. I thought he was very involved, but maybe some of his final third quality wasn't so good. But if you play a basketball game, Tonali came in and was excellent off the bench, Barnes excellent off the bench, but Bruno was outstanding, Joelinton. Christ, they've been looking all over Europe for a right-sided forward, and who knew they had one under their noses all the time. But that's just epitomised, that Joelinton today just epitomises the type of blow performance that he is. He's outstanding. Can put a big physical graft and effort in like he did today, that just made him stand out in his goal. I mean, I didn't back him when he sort of chopped back in onto his left foot, but it was a great finish, even if it was his swinger. And it just put them. It could have been more in the end. That's what I'm saying about it being easy. If you were to look at that, I've not seen the statistics, but I'm sure chances created and particularly possession will be very high for Newcastle United in massive parts of that game. So yeah, I'm going to come to the comments. You've heard my thoughts. I've literally just seen a massive donation going, and I'm going to come to that, and hopefully it tells us who it was in the comments. But wow, like, honestly, you guys never fail to really surprise us with your generosity. It's unbelievable to just get things like that. I'm going to come to whoever it was in a second, and I won't be, it's amazing. Thank you so much. Anyway, into the comments initially. So we'll go Nathan Page was the first, always in the comments. Cheers, mate. Hi, Liam. I hope you're well. I am, mate. How good was that? Are we back? Are we back is probably the question I think most people out there at the moment will be asking themselves. Oh, are Newcastle United back? Joe Buck, are Newcastle United back?
Sorry?
Are Newcastle United back?
We are back, yes.
Yeah, he says we are back, yes. That's Joe Buck for you. He's a Shields Gazette journalist, but also current season ticket holder as well. Loves it too. But yes, I think there is the question that everybody's going to be asking on Newcastle United back. We've seen real flashes of what they can be against Chelsea in that first game. A proper home game against a tough opponent in Arsenal, stood up everything they had to offer. And then to come here and devastate Forest, who, like I say, they only conceded 7 in 10. Is it 10 games? They only conceded 7 goals. To come here and get 3 and look like they could have scored 4 or 5. Can't be underestimated. I don't think you see the players. Did you see the players there? Newcastle players just warming down after the game. Right, back in the comments. Campbell number 9, vamos! That's how I feel too. Derek Shaw Goodwin, it was, mate. Barry Hogan, Liam. How many swear words do you think Howe used at half time? Amazing turnaround. You know what? I was talking about this to the lads. Newcastle didn't play badly in the first half. I even said that at half time. They didn't play well, but they didn't play badly. They had a lot of ball, just didn't really have a cutting edge. I thought Forest on the break attacked with intent. Newcastle United was all a bit wanting to walk the ball in, a bit tippy-tappy, and it took that goal to go in for them suddenly to find their cutting edge, and they hadn't scored. Oh, pardon me. We get well fed here at the City Ground. No, it had no cutting edge. They found it in the second half, which was really good to see, really positive to see, because it's not something we've seen at all this season. And I was sort of saying, I think it was probably going to come against West Ham, that could be the game where they give somebody a few, but it could have been today. And that was really good to see, because it's probably been the thing this season that's been lacking, is they haven't looked like scoring goals. Today they really look like scoring goals. Aidan Brophy, great game, enjoyed that. Now to beat the Hammers, exactly. El Stapleton, that was a bigger game for us than 3. More than just 3 away points, sets us up nicely for the damned international break. No, I think it's a good thing. To go into that international break of 3 results that they've just had, that momentum is incredible. They're going in the right direction. They've got a few games now where you think they could get some decent results, particularly West Ham in that home game. So I'm all positive after this. They've proven in the last week and a half or so that they can compete, and they're kind of in the mix again now. That the recent results, the couple of wins, has just sort of erased a couple of the poor results. The Brighton game, the Everton not managing to get a win, feels like they're stringing it together now. And we did wonder, we questioned, have they got it? Can they make it click? I think it's fair to say they have made it click, and it's now about making sure. It's always the next game. But I'm really happy going into the national break, sitting in 8th place in the table. I couldn't have had many complaints if you said to us a couple of weeks ago they'll be 8th going into the national break. Having come here, got another 3 points on the road, having beaten Arsenal and got through to the cup. It just gives a totally different perspective on where we are this season. Barry Hogan, Liam, what the hell was the point putting a Sula on for 2 minutes, and is he taking the pee? It wasn't even 2 minutes, actually it was about 10 seconds. I felt sorry for the kid, I'm going to be honest, I felt sorry for the kid. But look, it was a tactic to shut down minutes and his wait for a Premier League goal, and his performances, his number of performances goes up by 1, waiting for a Premier League goal. So I felt a bit sorry for the lad, but you know what, it's all good experience for him. Campbell number 9, Joelinton, works great on the right, judging by the second half anyway. I admit it's a small sample size though. It is. Gordon he just doesn't look right on the right. He's not the same player. I don't know whether it's in his head. He didn't have a great game today, actually. I thought Gordon was anywhere near his best, but Isak clinical apart from the volley. Joelinton outstanding. Bruno ran things. Not to be bossed by anybody, he got really in that midfield and ran things. I thought that when I seen the names on the team sheet, I thought he would, and then when Anderson came on, none of them wanted to be bullied by his jinx and shifts of weight. They wanted to get right stuck into him, particularly Joelinton and Bruno, I think, but it's all fair in love and war. Where are we at? Barry Hogan, Big Joel man the match. Who would you go for? Who would I go for my man the match, Barry? I said Joelinton to the lads. I did straight after the goal. So you've got to give him that. He's been outstanding, physical, tenacious, strong. He's just had everything about him. But Bruno was very close, very close. Can't be far away. El Stapleton, whatever Joelinton is, he'll put a shift in. Exactly, I think that's the thing that Eddie Howe will probably say to the lads. Jordan Cronin and Dominic Skirt are down. Speaking of Eddie Howe, here at the City Ground, I'm pretty sure that you'll come back with that kind of feedback. Derek Sharp, ref was a joke, he was. Some awful decisions, particularly in that first half. But you know what, at the end of the day, let's not worry about it, because when you take the 3 points, you don't really dwell on those things. So we'll leave that to Forest to complain. But it was some really bad ones. The Yates, haven't seen a couple of them, to not even have a conversation about the foul on Livramento. It looked like it bloodied his mouth. I think it's just crackers. But anyway, like I say, we'll not dwell on it too much, because a win is all that matters. El Stapleton, while we're waiting for Liam, please like and share and subscribe. Oh, this is I must be only in the comments now when everyone was waiting for us. Here we go. Derek Sharp, the lap should be the striker we target. And somehow he's a good player, very, very good player. However, the only thing I would say with that one, I don't think Manchester City would have sold Newcastle United particularly. I think, and I do think they have that wrapped up, that if he is a success at Ipswich, he'll be going back there. David Cook, great result and performance, agreed. Gary V, evening everyone, great result and performance, agree mate. Gary Lee, afternoon lads, what a good performance. I felt like Big Joe on the right and going on the left. It was, that's what's going to work. Derek Sharp, with the worst referees in the world at the minute, that was not a good performance, as I mentioned. Barry Hogan, hello. I say hello everybody, good to see all you guys interacting with each other, not only interacting with me, but do fire your questions in. I will try my best to get through them all. Right, where are we at? Barry Hogan, Murphy didn't get on. Graham Doherty, how did it take 65 minutes for Yates to get booked? Should have been sent off in the first half. I think there was a few shouts from people around here. I think Dan Byrne should have been sent off, which I thought was a bit ludicrous, to be honest. I don't know if any of Yates's, I've not seen them again. I don't know if any of Yates's challenges were worthy of red cards, but I do think it was odd that there wasn't a conversation about the Livramento foul. And then I do remember him being very high on Sean Longstaff at one point, but you guys who maybe watched, if you weren't here and watched it on TV, you would have had a better view than what we have here. Where we are, Derek Sharp, referee needs a guide dog. Kalebi Garis, how are the lads? Derek Sharp, hair looks better today, do you think? Just a curly mess while I'm still hanging on to it, but thanks very much for that anyway. Natalie Wilkinson, an away win, the intensity's back. Definitely felt that way, Natalie. Thanks for your comment. I thought it was a front foot Newcastle United, and they controlled things largely. I think Forest let them control, but when they got that goal, that was the difference. The naivety of the home team, who thought they could just get on the front foot and go at Newcastle United, was the worst thing they could possibly do. And like I said, Enzo Maresca said a few weeks ago, you play a basketball game with Newcastle United, you very rarely end up a winner, and that's what they did today. David Collier, huge win. Ole Barnes, I thought Barnes and Tonali off the bench were excellent today. Dominic SW8, 49.99, what a result. That is unbelievable, mate. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that kind donation. At times like this, when people are struggling for money, people don't struggling to pay cost of living, rising bills. For people to be putting their hand in their pocket and paying for content, yes, you get it for free. You can have it for free anyway, but it's always nice. Sorry, I think here is they're rolling something above us here. Let's sit down. Dominic, thank you so much for that. Honestly, it's incredible, mate. Thanks for your support for the Joy Journal. The lads will be absolutely delighted to see what's happening there, mate. Honestly, I can't put it into words. It's very rare I don't have words. I can't put it into words. Those type of donations, like, amazing. Thank you, Natalie Wilkinson, Chris Wood. Just kept quiet. Chris Wood was Chris Wood today, and I think anybody who watched him for Newcastle will know. Magpie Ranger. Brilliant performance from the lads, huge 3 points. Couldn't believe Willett was subbed, but what do I know? Joelinton proven he can play anywhere while the position he was bought for. Magpie Ranger, that's a fair account of it. He can play everywhere but centre forward. We don't want to see him back there. Anywhere else is fine. Phil Cross, all right, Liam. Thought we were good both halves, just lacked cutting edge in the first. I agree with that, Phil, really do. I'd have taken a draw before the game. Fantastic result. Squad appears to be working coherently at the minute. Yeah, I think I would have probably snapped your hand off for a draw. I thought just keep moving in the right direction before the international break. But to get a win, class. David Cook once again, Sky switch immediately to preview Chelsea v Arsenal. Geordie journals, but anyway, yeah, never mind Sky. Never mind Sky, you get the Geordie journals. Susan Cronin, I'll have to tell Jordan you've been on. Pains me to say it. It's a brilliant result. No, fair play, and thanks for your comment. Barry Hogan, Wood marked out the game. David Collier, clapped hands. Lots of people clapping their hands. I think that's for the donation. Andy Ford, hi Liam. Hi Andy. Can you think of another player past or present who's similar to Joelinton? Carragher on commentary says Ray Kennedy from Liverpool's past. I'm struggling to think of anybody. Ray Kennedy obviously is before my time, so I can't really comment on that one or what Carragher says. Can I think of anybody like him? No, I think he's really unique. I think he's a very, very unique footballer. He has the size, aggression, physicality of a player of old, but is capable of moments of as bad as he can be sometimes. He's capable of moments of absolute brilliance like today, and for me he won the game for Newcastle United today. Harvey Barnes put the cherry on the top, and Tonali contributed greatly to both of those goals, so it was excellent. I can't think of anybody jump in the comments and think what they think. See, let us know if you think there is a player that is comparable to Joelinton. I think his physical profile and contributions, I struggle to think of one. I'm sure there are players out there, but I can't think of one. Balkan Mag, Taylor's the worst referee, I can't stand him. I agree, it was awful today. Sean, I didn't see that coming, but what a result. Agreed. Ian McKenna, undefeated since 1987. Derek Sharp, can we all give £1 to get Anthony Taylor a guide dog? Luke McClellan, tremendous win for the lads. Chilo, very good win. Right, I've got through your comments so far. 59 likes, 266 you guys on here. Do jump in and let us know any questions, anything you want us to address, anything you want us to answer. I will stay on here as long as you guys want me to stay on here, but do give it a like and share the algorithm. I might take a seat if you don't mind. I'll take a seat. That's better, isn't it? Rather than me wandering about everywhere, probably giving you anxiety. It's the rain's coming down here at the City Ground, and we've got a little bit of a drive back up, but it's a very happy drive. Nothing really makes me much happier than when you see a win away from home and a performance like that, which for me really rolled back the clock to 2022, 23. I thought the type of game that it was, the type of performance, but probably actually with an added level of control. I had this out with Dom, another Geordie journal. He was sort of saying maybe it was more Forest just letting Newcastle United have the ball, but I like to give credit to Eddie Howe, etc. And I think it was a controlled show, and what this had that controlled shows against Everton and Brighton didn't have when Newcastle drew a blank in both those games was the final third cutting edge, and it was there today, no doubt about that. Right, there's no more comments loading for me, so you're either commenting and I can't see, or let's see if the Wi-Fi's been switched off. No, it looks like it's still there. You're either commenting and I can't see, or the comments have dried up. Do let us know if you possibly can. Right, I'm going to give you a little scan around it before I have a little chat about what I think. I'm going to give my player ratings. I'm going to go through every individual player and give my player ratings. In the comments, do let us know what your player ratings are. Maybe not necessarily player ratings. Let us know who your best and underperformer was, as we always do on the Geordie Journals. But I'm going to give you a little scan around the City Ground. That was where it all happened. That was the away end there, and the rest was where it happened for Newcastle United. I like coming here. It's got a good feel about it. It's a very loud stadium. This is Sky Sports all packing up and packing away. Back to me. I still can't see your comments, sadly. I'm disappointed that it's gone off, but maybe it hasn't. I don't know. Anyway, right, my player ratings. Let's hang this out. My player ratings. Nick Pope didn't really have a lot to do. Trying to think. Did he make? I'm going to give Pope a 7 because he was a solid performer today. I thought his distribution was alright with his hands, a little less so with his feet, but we all know that's not one of his strengths. I'm trying to think, could he have done anything with the goal? No, not really. No major errors. I'm going to give him a 7. Right back, Tino Livramento, another 7. his one-on-one stuff, sometimes he got caught a couple of times, but he was better with the ball, driving forward. He was decent. Lewis Hall. He was excellent for the first half. Drifted out of the game a little bit in the second half, so I would say he was sitting on an 8 probably in the first half. Then maybe he's faded a little bit after that. Away from an 8, I'd say something like a 7 again, probably 7.5. We'll say Dan Burn had a couple of sticky moments in the first half, but apart from that, was all right. We'll give him a 7. Shea coming onto the ball looks really good, like he always does. I'm also going to record journalist.
So you were?
I'm recording. I'm live. I'm a journalist.
You're a journalist. Got your press pass. Thank you.
Nearly getting kicked out before the end of the game. There's always something going on Geordie journals. He's only doing his job. Anyway, where was that at? Fabian Shea. Quality on the ball. Brought the ball out. Thought he was excellent. I'm going to give him a 7.5. Not to get too boring, I think I'm going all 7s here. Who else? The midfield 3. Quite a game for Longstaff today. We'll throw him as a 6.5. Bruno for me was an 8.5. I thought he was outstanding. He really doesn't get much better than the performance you put on today. Joe Willock, hot and cold might be a fair description. Like I say, got in some amazing positions, some good energy, some long bursts and runs. Maybe the quality, the real bit of quality that he produced was the cross from the other side actually, where he dinked it into Isak, who I'm not going to criticise too much. He should have scored. It's not like him really. He normally would take it down and just put it away, pass it away, but he decided to volley on the turn going backwards and put it wide. So it was a disappointing one from Isak. However, that was Joe Willock's only real bit of final third quality in the game. So I'm going to give Willock, I think it would be harsh to drop him below a 7, so we'll do 7. Who else? The front 3. Gordon, it was a 6 out of 10 day for Anthony Gordon. I'm really sorry to give him that, but that's kind of where he sits for me. Isak. Got his goal again. He should have scored another. Somebody told the play in the second half when Newcastle under pressure looked tired. He did look tired, but I'll give him a 7 again. And Joelinton's a 9. Joelinton is getting my man of the match. 9. Right, apologies. I can't see any of your comments here. I'm going to try, and this could be a Geordie Journal disaster. I am actually going to try and knock the Wi-Fi off. Let's see if it loads up when I knock the Wi-Fi off. But apologies if I disappear. You do know to like, comment, share and subscribe. If I do disappear, you know where I've gone. I haven't just been bailing out. However, we'll wait and see. Let's have a go. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like we've got... We've got it. Here we go. Here we go. Right, I feel like I've been... Here we go. We've got some comments. We've got some comments. We're staying alive. We're staying alive on the Geordie Journals. I've nearly been kicked out. The Wi-Fi's trying to kick us out. No more. Right, we're still going. We're still in the game. Right, I'm going to try and... I'm scrolling here, trying to find some comments. Right, I tell you what, I'm going to scroll back to... Right, I'm going to scroll back to the top. Right, Tug Wilson, don't want to bleat on, but some refs' decisions were diabolical. Great win. 13 against us, 12 against us. B. Taylor, rumour on Twitter, the craft has broken his collarbone. Collarbone? Can you confirm the same? I can't confirm or deny. I'm pretty sure one of the lads will have some kind of update. I'm looking up to the press box to see if Dominic Skir's there. He said he'd pop back up. He's not there yet, so there'll be no Geordie Journals update just yet. Barry Hogan, have you seen Mr. Wraith? What's happened to Mr. Wraith? I don't know what's happened. No idea. Tug Wilson, what hair? Hey man. How are? Cut us some slack, man. Cut us some slack. I've got a few haircuts left in his yet, I think. Tinfoil Hat Reality 1984. I love the Geordie Journals. I always look forward to your game analysis. Thanks so much, mate. And you do know you can catch a bit of a longer video later on this afternoon or this evening. We put the brake on the accelerator. Ryan Yates, one of the most brutal hatchet men in the league, wasn't booked till an hour. Seems to be the same every game. I thought there was a few that did. I don't know how he didn't get booked till it on, but like I say, these things matter when you don't win. For me, forget it, move on. Where are we at? Gary V. Yates is one of those players you love to hate unless he's in your 11. I think it was poor the day. ND, referee was a disgrace. Yates should have been off first 10 minutes. He knew what he was doing, elbowing Tino in the face. He had the perfect view. I did think it was naughty. David Collier, $4.99. Thanks so much. Keep up the great work, guys. Thanks so much, mate. Really appreciate it. Like I said, we've had some amazing donations to these lives today, and I can't, honestly, I can't thank you enough. Chris Scott would have loved to have seen Asula as soon as Barnes scored. Yeah, possibly. Graham Doherty, Isak's best half of the season so far. LG Sky Sports has biases. Talk Sports, Barry Hogan, Joelinton, like a mix of Vieira and an attacking winger. He was interested in his performance. B. Taylor Carragher talks through his backside lane. That's fair. Kodan Zero Berto, I think he's more physical and stronger than him from what I remember. Anyway. L. Stapleton, where are we at? David Walsh, Morgan Rogers from Villa reminds me of Joelinton. That's actually probably, if you're looking at comparable players currently playing, I would say Rogers has a little bit more of a, I think there's a little bit of, I don't know, more consistent quality about Rogers, even though he's a young lad, but and slightly different, but it's actually not a bad shout in comparison. Andy F, J7 Monday, Norman Bite Your Legs Hunter, Peter, Big Joe is totally unique and can play anyway. I agree with that. Gordon Train, Love Heart, I love it, mate. Thanks so much for your contribution. Campbell, number 9. I think your comments are frozen, name. I agree, that was it. I think I'm getting there now. Craig Foggin, is Gordon okay? Was it his knee or hamstring? I think we'll find that out soon. I don't see anybody up from the press conference yet, so I'm sorry, but I'll hang on to see if we can get some little update on that. As soon as I see anybody popping up there, I will give you a shout. Tug Wilson, we're getting better week on week. World of Warcraft knew that performance filled me with pride. Well done, the lads. Graham TC Travels, what a great win, fully deserved. With the fixtures coming up by New Year, would you say top 4-5 in our grasp? It's not a million miles away, is it really, when you think about it? And they've done enough to get themselves back in the mix. David H. Is Lewis Hall already better than Maldini? Or do we have to wait till January to say that out loud? I think we'll probably try and keep that one quiet. We don't want everybody finding out of it. Khalib Gerace, I commented a week ago that I hope Atlanta United won against Messi's Miami. 1 week later, Atlanta wins 3-2. They did. On the biggest upset in MLS history, thanks to the well wishes team. Amazing result. I did see it. It looked as though it had an element of controversy about it too, which was I'm sure that made it all the more sweet. Jay Horsley, C-O-Y, I don't know what that means. Maybe it's no idea. David H. Paul is a left-footed lamb, and he's very good. John C. Great win. Joelinton tremendous. Hope Gordon's okay. B. Taylor, rumour that Kraft has broke his collarbone. No idea yet, mate. No idea. Derek Sharp, we give Robin Hood, Will Scarlett, Fry took one hell of a beating. Certainly did. International breaks aren't helping us as we just get playing as a team and we get a break. I don't know. I don't think it's. I know it does break momentum, but they are what they are, and I'm just happy that we're going in with points on the board, which wasn't the case too long ago. Natalie Wilkinson, we have to remember that Gordon is sacrificing his best position. He is definitely potential goals and assists for this old new dynamic. No matter what, he works his backside off defending. He does. I mean, you can't ever fault that from him. And I thought he's actually, weirdly, he didn't have a very good game, but he was starting to come alive a little bit towards the end of that game. So no, it was. You know, I can't really fault him too much. Natalie Wilkinson, another performance from Lewis Hall. He really is the future. Matthew Raisbeck in the north. Matthew, do you want to have a come on? Let us know what you think. Wow. We'll get Matthew Raisbeck's thoughts on.
Yeah.
Thoughts on that one, mate?
I think that's the best 45 minutes, that second half, that they've had all season. Neither team were great in the first half. Forest probably weren't at their best levels, but from the first whistle to kick off the second half, they were really at it, and you felt like it was a matter of time. But until the goal comes, you can worry. And yeah, it was brilliant. They should have won by more, but I just thought the attacking, the counter-attacking in particular, the speed of it, everything was just so good. I don't want to say it because it's quite a strong statement, but it feels
Just say it.
it feels like they're back, doesn't it? It does.
Yeah.
Because you've got enough evidence now over Arsenal,
3
Chelsea,
games.
and this one, the 3 wins, and little bits from other matches prior to that. Really good.
So one thing people were asking here was man of the match. Who would you give your man of the match to? I ran it very close between Bruno and Joelinton.
I asked John Anderson at the end of the commentary on the radio, and he said Isak, because he thought some of Isak's touches were sublime. Just obviously the goal, he should have scored straight at, well, not straight after, but at 1-1. But when he pulled out wide and was getting more involved, he really enjoyed Isak today. I thought Joelinton was just, he was a machine.
Yeah.
He's had a couple of really strong games, and what a finish as well. The way he just flicked it inside.
I wasn't sure about him on his left foot.
No, I know. I know, but because we had a really good view behind it,
Yeah.
similar to the camera position, and as soon as he hit it, you knew.
Yeah.
What a finish.
It was.
Yeah.
Right, thanks so much,
Nice
mate.
to see you.
I'll let you get off.
Thank you. Yeah.
Safe journeys.
Happy journey home.
I think it will be for anybody who is here. The voice of Newcastle United Radio, BBC Radio Newcastle's Matthew Raisbeck. Little treat for you there. Little his thoughts on the game. Right, I'm back in the comments. Camilla Maline. Oh, yeah, my comments were frozen. Apologies about that. Northumberland Rockhopper, fantastic performance, great 3 points. Didn't expect too much as we aren't great away from home, but we were excellent. Jay Horsley, thank Newcastle for beating Forest. Derby fan here, I'm sure you'll be enjoying that one tonight. And it'll shut up some of your mates, I would imagine. B. Taylor, what we're saying here, we're saying David Collier, best Joelinton, underperformer Gordon. I think that's probably where I would say it today. World of Warcraft knew they all did it today. Craig Foggin. Joelinton man of the match, and underperformer was Mad Dog for not kicking off with the 8. Where we at? El Stapleton Pope caught more today than recently. I think he did actually. I think that's a fair shout. Chilo Share wasn't great, missed every pass he tried. Northumberland Rockhopper, Mad Dog should have burst Yates. Doug Hall, Yates was very fortunate to see the final whistle. Graham TC Travels, J7 man of the match. Bruno back with sharp self. Willock, J7 Hall. Need to be the way forward. Midfield about spot on. Difficult for Tonali to fit in. Isak back to his best. Crossing needs to beat the first man. Definitely. Derek Sharp by Liam. You're some sort of rebel. I have no idea. Chris Skur. When you haven't got a big injury list, bringing on Tonali and Barnes gets the opposition something, gets them thinking. Great team performance. Very much like your performance at 7-a-side on Thursday night. Chris, you're rolling back the years. It was like a Bobby Moore style performance at centre half. I'm sure you're feeling the pain for a few days after though. Top stuff, mate. Ian McKenna, top 4 is on. LG, that fame working for you, Liam. Is this in relation to me nearly getting thrown out? It was only when he see me face, he knew it was the Geordie journals, he wasn't kicking him out from there. Tim Ditchburn, what Willock has 3 or 4 shining moments in the final third. LJ, we aren't a top 4 team. We'll be fighting for 5, 6, 7, 8. That's, might be fair. Might be fair. B Taylor, you're back. I'm trying. Ian McKenna, we have been fantastic recently, and the bot man is back soon. World of Warcraft noob, you seem to stop seeing the comments once you sat down. I did, didn't I? I think that was it. I'm going to keep moving, and the comments keep coming. LG Ian, not negative, just realistic. Blip 2012, Joelinton is the GOAT. What a cracking win. Regards from the space station. I love your comments from the space station. Honestly, send us a picture of the stars, please. Nottingham Forest rugby team today. That's a good comment to add as well. Right, Paul Featherstone, will Wilson return after the break? Just feels like it'll be another delay. I certainly wouldn't be putting me house on it. NUFC getting 2-2 Black White Army. Stephen Kennedy, lane mate, just finished work 5 minutes ago. Were we well worth the win, or were we lucky? No, I think Newcastle United were well worth the win. They actually dominated the first half and went in at the break behind. However, they limited Forest to that one opportunity really in the first half, and dominated possession. And then second half turned it on and brought the clinical edge that they really needed. Lip 212, Geordie Journos, going from strength to strength. Keep up the good work, lads. Heading to Saudi. No, we'll not be over in Saudi Arabia. It is a non-media invite trip to Saudi Arabia, is my belief at the moment. I don't think anybody will be going over. Barry Hogan, Liam, do you think Eddie will play Joe on the right more, or is it just a stopgap till Jan? I'd like to think you play him there. I think he'll be seeing what we're seeing, and I think it'd be hard to argue why you wouldn't play him there. Graham Ritchie, great performance. Would like to see Isak subbed earlier to protect him from injury. Big Joe was brilliant. NZ Bob, I think Gordon was kicked from behind. Hope he's okay. I hope he's okay too. L Stapleton thinks it was his groin. We're only 1 point off third as it stands. I know it's been outstanding turnaround in the last few weeks. Steve, how's you, mate? where was crafted here, Liam? I'm waiting for some kind of update. There is still nobody else who was in the press conference up at the press box, so I can't give you anything just yet. Graham TC travels with Sula man the match. I think it was a really big contribution. I'd love to see his running stat from that one, but like we said, I feel a bit sorry for that. David H. Our next day's fixtures contains 6 against the current bottom half of the table. Top nailed at Christmas. Well, that would be nice. World of Warcraft nude way Razor. Razor's quality. What a guy. It was great to get him on the Geordie Journos again. I'm trying to think of the last time we had him on. Fulham. I remember I'm on Fulham. Maybe it wasn't this year. It was maybe his last season. Where are we at? Steve Razor looking sharp. Razor. Well, lots of love for Razor. The voice of Newcastle United. V4 Vendetta. Joelinton looked like the old Joe from 2 seasons ago. Absolutely unplayable at times, an absolute unit. That's a standard now. If he continues that form, Brazil will come calling. Just phenomenal. Barry Hogan. Matthew Ewan Ando's commentary is brilliant. I'll pass that on. World of Warcraft new shave your back, tune is back. I don't know what that means. Nice silly little ditty, which I don't mind that at all. B Taylor, Big Joe was immense. MT TVC 15 ask Razor why he and Ando have been took off the NUFC comms on YouTube. I didn't know that. I will if I catch him when I'm on my way back up. I'll ask him. Where are we at? Graham V gone blank. I think I'm alright now. Campbell number 9 when Longstaff plays Newcastle win. Simple really. It wasn't his best game today I thought actually, but it was really good to see Newcastle win either way. Linda Raisbeck McMahon. Nice to see my cousin Matty on your interview. Ever the handsome guy. What a guy he is. He's a top guy. And I'm hoping you could see him this time because I know I got complaints last time that people couldn't see him. Chris Hall, yes. Cheers, mate. Thanks for your support. The Costello family UK. You playing FIFA? Do I? No, I don't. My son does. But I used to love it years back. But I feel like at 37, I'm maybe getting a little bit old for that. Although you might disagree. Richard Vaux still prioritising right wing and centre back in January. And yes, I think they definitely still need forward support, and it would just bring a big lift to a team and the squad. Ian McKenna, tonight I'm getting a curry and wear my special underpants. What a result! You know what? I might join you. I'm going to try and dig out my. I don't have special underpants, but fair play. Where we are, Sensible Monica. Real Madrid will come stiff for Hall in 18 months. Who knows? Indio Kisha Rashida, how has it ended? Newcastle United won the game 3-1, could have been 4-5. Paul Featherstone, we're not back to our best yet. If we can get Wilson back, we can finish so many games strongly. That's not a fair shout. We just never know when Callum Wilson's actually going to be available and fit. Steve, what was the point in the Sula sub with so little the game left? It was harsh on the lad, but it was just to run down time, I'm pretty sure. Pete Davey, get in there, Liam. Oh, cheers, Pete. It's amazing to see the lads. Look, I always say we're the best YouTube channel, but I would say that because I'm totally biased. But if I think we're the best, if I was to pick the second best YouTube channel, it has to be the Loaded guys, Pete Davey, and all the fellas who are jumping in the comments tonight. What a great set of boys. Where we are, Paul Featherstone, still playing FIFA in my 40s, Liam. You never told? No, it's not a criticism. Don't worry about that. I think when I've got to this age with the kids, it's just I struggle for time. I think that's the way it is. It's probably more of that, but fair play to you, mate. To coin a phrase, that was a performance outstanding. Shane Bruno's shot didn't fly, and it was. Down the line, are you dogging tonight, mate? Yeah, man, what he's on about? He's on mad, some of you who jump in here. Oh, it's been deleted by Jules. Well done, you getting rid of them. Barry Hogan, Geordie Jones, amazing. Thoughts from the game. Thoughts from the game are, as I've been talking about for the last 39 minutes, incredible. I thought it was really, really good performance. As Razor just said, arguably Newcastle in his best 45 minutes. That second half, they looked like they were back. They looked back to their clinical best. Pete Davey, we love the work you guys do, mate. Keep up the brilliant work. Honestly, like, there's so much love that us three have got for the guys over at Loaded. I know that channels and everywhere. I respect everybody who puts the grind in and the graft to do this kind of thing, because it isn't easy. It isn't easy. Steve, what's happening with the Mouth of Time podcast, mate? I don't have any control over the Mouth of Time podcast, and I think I'd be surprised if it comes back in the near future, but there may be plans for it in the future. I really don't know. Right, it's 3:40 minutes. I'm really sorry. Loads of donations. Thanks so much for the 2 people who donated. Amazing 49 and a $5 as well. Thanks so much. I've been Liam Kennedy of the Geordie Journos. We'll have a big video coming up. I'm going to jump off and do a little bit of work, and I'm sorry I haven't been able to give you an update from Jordan and Dom, do check out their Twitter accounts. There might be something there, but neither of them have. No, still not there. Oh wait, Dom! 2 seconds. Come down for a sec. He's literally just popped his head. Late drama in the Geordie journals. We'll get him on. I'm going to climb back up the stairs into the door. Here he comes. Run on with his laptop in hand. All right. I've told everybody we're leaving, and then I had to just grab you at the last minute. I know you got work, so very quickly, people were asking lots of questions with regards Emil Kraft. Has he broken his collarbone, as Twitter seems to suggest?
Don't know.
Did he? No update.
No, it was about 5 minutes from Eddie, and it was the only injury update was
Gordon?
on Gordon, hip, doubt for England now.
Oh, is he?
Further. So that was the only thing. Emil Kraft, I mean,
Twitter is suggesting he's broken his
he
collarbone.
trained through the week and then obviously nowhere to be seen today. So yeah, something's happened, I'd imagine. We'll see though, because he was due to go away with, or is due to go away with Sweden. So we'll get an update on that in the coming days, I'd imagine.
Right, go and do your graft.
Thank you.
There you are. Late Gordon update. Probably not the news you want to hear, but we'll wait and see. Right. Night from the Geordie Journals. The big video will be up very soon. When I get these two guys together, we'll go and do some work, and I'll see you on the other side. Cheers, guys.